and y'all
And
left him
we
there to
apparently
die.
can't roll
No,
to save
I
our
did not.
goddamn
You,
lives.
you did not, but you were indisposed. You
I
were the
was.
one that, while fighting, had to say, "Hey, somebody want to give him a stim pack?"
Right?
I mean, I was trying to, but I was busy swinging
Busy
and
dying.
shooting.
So my notes at on 9/12, which what I have 9/12 is like our last day that we were together.
Uh-huh.
No,
My
926.
notes start out, we are still in a world of hurt. I feel like today's notes are going to start out, fuck it again. Or still, or
Yeah, the last
something.
experience dump was 926. So
So yes, where last we left off, you guys totally managed to, by the skin of your teeth, get out of the sewer system and escape because you were being beaten up so much and it was late at night and I just could not continue beating down on y'all. But y'all
Aw.
managed to evacuate back to your base, broken, beaten, feeling good about yourselves because you were successful, right?
Question mark? Yeah, my last notes are Melnot gets shot again. Lucian shoots one again and manages to hit him. This is a shit show. We're literally missing almost every shot. We finally get back to base.
Yeah, the dice rolls were not kind last time.
Hey,
They haven't been for a while.
hey, Jim. On that note, I'm willing to give Tozen another, episode here. But if it continues to go this badly, I would really like to retire him and create a new character.
I mean, he might die.
Or
That's
Tozen
still on
just
the plate, isn't it?
Tozen might just have to move up to high command, that's all.
Hey, however you want to write it out, that's fine by me. If you want to say that he decides to, or he gets reassigned to go try to free Nala Singh, that's fine too. Whatever. But yeah, like I said, I'll give it another episode here, see how it plays out. But yeah, he got his ass beat bad.
well, and I think
and I feel like he didn't really contribute much.
Hey, every shot he
welcome
took
to the
was when
family.
the rest of the team didn't have to.
well, and I think we definitely need to recalibrate our planning because I think we planned this as if this was the previous group, which was very combat oriented, and we're not,
Well, no,
and
we tried not to, but shit just ends up always having a little bit of combat, and we're a little heavy on the other skills.
Well,
And
to be fair, Dave, we on the last battle in the sewers, we just assumed and jumped into combat because, well, they were obviously prepared for us, but we really should have started off with the face trying to fast talk and say, no, you guys were mistaken. It's Ugnaughts. Didn't you get the report from upstairs? We're just trying to flee based on their orders. And if we
I thought it
still
was a
failed,
different group of people. I didn't realize it was the same people.
no, it was. I'm pretty sure it was a different group.
it was a different group of security guys. Yeah, basically they caught movement in the sewers earlier when there was a bad stealth roll that was totally perfect, and they were basically waiting at the door for somebody to go in or out, whether it was their security people or those Ugnaughts. And then of
Yep.
course during the combat a despair happened, so backup had to show up.
I think that, but still, trying to talk our way out instead of fight our way out was, we jump right into it's battle as opposed to, hey, everybody hold back. Let's,
Oh,
Let's
I
let the
love that
talkie
you
people
immediately
do
went
their
for
talkie.
clobbering time.
Right, but we did talkie and still got despairs and things went shit. So
Nothing worked when we were doing talkie.
The dice were cruel.
There's no saying it wouldn't have worked that time. We shouldn't have just jumped right straight to combat.
Yeah, combat should be our last resort, not our first resort.
Right.
Especially since you're on an Imperial held planet and they have infinite backup and you guys are a small rebel cell of spies.
Of
And
which
I think
only
a lot
one
of-
is combat oriented.
On the plus side, you guys got some great weapons upgrades. I mean,
Did we?
I got one new weapon, and it's great as long as I roll to hit.
Yeah, I think you can have great stuff, but if you can't use it,
Yep. Oh,
can't hit with it. It can be the best rifle in the world. I guess I ought to see how bad our fate's gonna look like. I guess I
and the
should roll.
best part is you guys were 100% successful on the mission. It was the extraction that went south.
Oops. I accidentally hit the wrong button, not paying
Look at you
attention. Give us
spending those points.
get
for
our
everybody else.
point back. Yeah, see, look at that.
There you go.
Yeah,
There's
I was-
one light side point back because it would be too cool to
Yay.
have them all.
Kelly isn't on our chat, so I'll
Yay.
say something. Kelly,
Yeah.
listen to a podcast that's played on Roll20 as well, and they literally rolled with like in 3 1-hour episodes. They only had like 4 times that they succeeded in anything they did. Otherwise, they rolled complete failures or mixed successes the whole 3 episodes.
Oof.
See, that sounds
It
so
was-
familiar.
Right? And I was like,
Mhm.
is Roll20 just being a little bitch? Like, what is happening?
Yes,
Pretty
it
much.
is.
It's weird because it's a piece of software. Like, what is even happening? But man, does it feel like it.
It's random, unfortunately. Random doesn't have a pattern, but it sure feels like it sometimes.
I mean,
Random.
Well,
air quotes.
I mean, I hate to say it, but in the world of
random.
computer, there is no such thing as true absolute random. It is an algorithm at best.
yeah.
So hopefully it is as random as possible, but there are programs that are certified to be as close to RNG as possible, whereas I doubt Roll20 is using one of them.
They're doing their best.
Well, I think they're doing their second best and trying to leave room for improvement.
Well, that also sounds good.
You just need to
All I
shake
know
your
is-
dice more before you throw them.
Blow on our dice more.
Right? We're all going to be breathing.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no,
awesome.
but thank
Yeah,
you.
the dice have sucked. I mean, even the combat has sucked from what it could have been.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. So I just like it's better
So,
than the alternative,
see
which
what
is
happens.
to not play. So
Yeah.
you suck it.
it makes for a good story.
You guys have failed forward somehow.
So many times.
By the grace of
Yeah,
the
we got our
GM.
asses beat, but we won.
Yeah. Tozen might not live through this, but sure.
Right? Yeah,
As
speaking
the-
of, what do I have to do to cure critical injuries?
So as
we
the
can-
camera pans in at you guys back at the droid shop, you all look haggard. Your boots stink. Some of you look better than others, as in like one person's just thrown up on one of the work tables. So you guys have anyone with any ranks in medicine?
Yep.
Yes, I got my contact Quillen, who's a doctor.
I have 1 rank in medicine.
Are you gonna make a phone call, or are you gonna try to treat yourself?
Are there any penalties for treating myself?
There's totally a
Definitely.
penalty.
There's
Extra
always a
purple
penalty.
for doing
Silly man.
self-medicine.
Yeah, I'm
Especially
too
when
green.
one of my arms doesn't work, I suppose. Yeah, so I would prefer to phone a
That's
friend.
Right.
Yeah, I'm too green. Is all I got in medicine.
Yeah, same here.
It is trained, but it doesn't do any good when I only have 2 ranks.
You totally are trained. It's just you didn't show up to class.
Nope.
I mean, I've got a yellow, 3 green, and a blue.
That's pretty good if you want to try to self-medicine yourself. What's the worst that can happen?
I get a despair and end up like with another critical injury.
Yeah.
As you pull out your
Oh, yeah.
spleen and say, wait a minute, wasn't I working on my shoulder?
Right.
Yeah. Or no penalties treating others, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Doctor, healing thyself is not easy.
I mean,
What are you kidding? I work
you're not in the Antarctic with no access to other doctors, and you don't have to remove your appendix.
Right.
I work with doctors. They self-diagnose all the time.
And those results aren't usually all that good.
A distinctive bias comes into play.
I mean, even a shrink goes sees another shrink.
You need your clinical disassociation, right?
Let's see, which way are we going with this one? Down or up?
We should be starting at 0 is healed up. Max is you're in a world of hurt.
Okay. Trying to figure out where how bad or what was.
To a page where you can see your tokens.
How do we get our strain back?
So enough time has passed between then and now that you've gotten your strain back. And you guys can heal 1 wound back if you'd like.
Ooh.
You know, regular natural healing. I like how there's just giggles.
That's because that song went through my head, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
So we can definitely reach out to the doc and see what might be available. I know I got 2 crits, not as bad as some, but
Hey, Melnock, are you dead?
I know he's at 10 of 10 life.
Right.
And he's dead silent on the mic.
He just killed over. Oh God, what did I do?
I told you not to touch that one wire. And the question is, does he know he's muted? The little drone is going to come pick him up.
I've heard little noises coming from his side.
I'm talking. Hello.
Oh, there you are.
There you go.
I'm talking.
Okay,
so you were a while there.
You weren't for a while, yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't hear you, bud.
So we were commenting on that you're at 10 of 10.
That's not what I'm showing.
Weird.
Because I have more than 10. Oh, my strain. I went the wrong way. Sorry. There. Actually, that would have been down 1. Sorry. You said we're going 0 up, and I went ahead and did it the opposite direction. So to heal up. So but yeah, I got 2 crits myself. Only a 1 and a 2 difficulty. So they're not as bad as some of the others in their crits.
So of course, you make the quick phone call, and your buddy, he's like, "Hey, Melnock, I'd say how are things going, but you're calling me, so that tells me not too good."
Yeah, I got some friends and I got into a little tussle, and kind of need some help.
What kind of help you need? I mean, do you need to come by the clinic, or do you need me to do a house call?
We're kind of banged up, and I mean, if you're able to bring the available equipment to make a house call, that might be kind of nice. Because we are, my friends are, like I said, it was kind of a rough little go of it.
And it's totally safe for me to come down wherever you need me to go, right?
Oh yeah, it's just we're over at the our little droid shop, yada yada address.
But again, like I said, it's totally safe to go there, right?
Oh, definitely.
A 100.
It's,
Nobody knows about it.
Good, reputable business.
I'm gonna go ahead and page my driver to bring the car around, and I should be heading over there in probably about
Never.
2 or 3 hours if you think you can last that long.
2 or 3 days.
I don't think anybody will keel over that quick, but I think we're all fairly stabilized. Just, got some dents to get beat out.
Should I pull around the back side, or is it okay to come in the front entrance?
Yeah, no, I mean, we're reputable, good running droid shop. If you need something, let us know. Take a look around.
And
I just have this vision of Tozen getting percussive maintenance as they're beating the dents out.
You say you can't move your left arm, so he starts beating on my right arm with a hammer. This should help.
That's what I was giggling about.
Now they're the same.
Now that one doesn't work either. Shit. Sorry. Just the way you phrase it made me laugh.
As you finish the call knowing that he'll be there in 2 or 3 hours ish. As you guys are groaning.
Oh yeah.
I get everybody a hot beverage because that makes everything better.
Oh yeah. Maybe some alcohol, Corellian whiskey or something.
I mean, that's in the hot beverage.
And so, let's see. How's our little droid there? You have no
How's
strain?
Simi doing? Is Simi okay?
Yep, so everybody should be full up on,
so zero strain.
Zeroed out on strain. And you would have healed 1 wound naturally unless you're dropping some actual medical care on yourself.
All right. Other than that, I'll check on the shop. Make sure all's good while we wait.
Yeah. Since what I had was just bad strain, I'm going to check in.
Well, who else?
See what's on the newsies about what happened, if anything.
The Imperials don't want to admit that they failed.
Right.
Right, but there has to be some explanation.
Not
right, so
really. It all happened inside the base.
Yeah. Now, unless somebody had access to, like, maybe listen in on Imperial channels, that might be different. Imperial internal channels.
So they're not even going to try to spin it. They're just going to be like, nothing happened, nobody died, move along.
Well, let's find out here. As Lachelle's going to totally tune in on the HoloNet channels, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a computers check.
Okay.
Wouldn't be better if I do that?
Probably.
Are you
probably
free
better
to
if
do
almost
that,
anybody
or
on
is
the team did that?
Something you're doing?
Ma'am, I will be happy to run a check on that.
Right? Do I have like underworld contacts that I can like reach out? Like I have. Yay, success.
Well, do you have underworld contacts or like rebel contacts? I mean, you are, all about the spin doctoring. You tell me.
I do, but I'm looking at my contacts and my allies, and it looks like I didn't build any out.
I have a rebel contact.
I mean, you can always make up
The
one on the
droid.
fly, Golda. Wink, wink,
Yeah.
nudge, nudge. And as
Yeah.
you're thinking about contacting your rebel friend, Simi totally brings up some vague HoloNet about some weird electrical anomaly happening in the academy that caused some damage and some issues with some Ugnaughts in the sewers. You totally get the PR spin doctor of the Imperial Sanitation Department is going to be cracking down on Ugnaughts and trespassers for public safety and health in the sewers. And if anyone has been in the sewers, they should immediately seek medical attention to make sure that they've not been exposed to any diseases that are
viruses.
present.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah, they're just trying to draw people out.
Uh-huh.
When you go to the doctor, they beat you over the head.
Pretty much. Here, we got a shot for you. You'll feel right as rain when you wake up.
Take your sleepy medicine. You'll wake up in the ISB interrogation chamber.
Yeah, we ain't that silly.
What?
But we can always ask Doc to scan and just check us out in case.
That's what she is. Okay.
Take some blood samples just in case.
Right?
Well, hey, once I'm healed, I'm more than happy to do any medicine checks.
Yeah.
So you guys basically, try to get as comfortable as possible. The shop's doing its thing, everything's going good. And
Okay.
you get the chime of someone opening the door as you totally see your doctor friend pulling up. He's got his doctor's backpack on, big red cross symbol. Galaxy far, far away, but not far enough for the red cross.
I'll hobble my way out to greet him.
He gives you this up and down look, and he totally just gives you a tisk of, is this the same thing as happened last time?
Kind of. We're out doing some exploring.
Immediately he pulls off his coat and looks for some place to put it that's not dirty, and rolls up his sleeves and says, should we take this to a back room or something?
Yeah, come on back with the rest of the people so we don't disturb the shop business.
As he totally follows you, and as soon as he comes in the room and sees you have allies, he's just like, nice to meet you all. I don't want your names, and he's totally avoiding eye contact with all of you. And he's like, so who's my first patient, and what's going on?
I guess we'll start with this young gentleman here. Bring him over to our talker there.
Over to Tozen?
Yeah.
Our talker? You mean the quiet one?
The tactician? As he immediately gives you a
jammed up arm.
Left arm jammed up and bad hamstring.
As he totally looks up at you and says, a Kaminoan? Do you know how rare Kaminoans are? I've only met one of your people, and that's when I was a young student at med school. And he totally tries to shake your busted arm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, handshakes are right-handed, so he'd succeed at that at least.
And he
as he's saying this, I'm just looking at Melnock and looking back at him. Yes, I am aware of how rare my species is.
And he, of course, asks for the whole rundown of what your medical condition is and your medical background. And which crit are you wanting him to fix?
Oh, we're definitely starting with the arm.
And how many purple is that crit?
3.
3 purple as he busts out his emergency medical kit.
How good of a doctor is this guy?
He's
kept me patched up over the years.
He's got at least 2 ranks of medicine.
All right.
He seems to give you a nice mild anesthetic as he starts getting to work and says, "What did you do here on this arm?"
Droid parts are really hard to come by sometimes, especially the rare stuff.
We were rock climbing. I fell.
And just as you start to say rock climbing, he goes crack with the arm.
Oh, look at that!
Ow.
And damn, he's got the great skills, but the crappy bedside manner. But yeah, needless to say, he patches your crit up as well as fills your life bar back to 0.
Very nice.
See,
Freaking tryout. What the heck?
see, it's a great guy.
See, you guys, triumphs aren't that hard to get. Just saying.
Yeah,
Look at
when
my
you're
So
roll.
you start rolling for us.
Yeah, when you're
And
rolling.
he cleans up and does some spray sanitizer and puts on some gloves and says, so who's my next patient?
I raised the hand he just fixed.
Well, you can only do 1 crit, so.
Oh.
Yep, you're going to have to support the next one for a while.
Well, the good thing is it has no impact on direct impact on my character anymore.
Yeah.
So don't forget to heal up that crit on your character sheet.
Already done, my friend.
He's like, yeah. Like, you don't know how quick that was. Didn't somebody else have a crit on a limb or something?
I thought that what's the character? I thought Prit had something.
No, I didn't have any crits. I had regular wounds that
okay.
I got taken care of with Stimpaks. So,
Dave, did Melnock suffer any crits?
No, I got 2, but I thought somebody else had another. I thought there was another limb. I have a 2 crit, slightly dazed. Took a little hit to the noggin.
I think you're thinking of my hamstring, which basically removed my my free maneuver, which was kind of like a limb being damaged. But
maybe. Okay, that might be. I know. We had like people really jacked up when it came into trying to get shit done in combat and stuff. So I guess on the next one, I got a 2 crit. I'll take care of for.
Okay, and
none of them are perpetual.
Tozen, give me a vigilance or perception check real quick.
Vigilance or perception? Oh, they both suck. We'll go with vigilance.
Okay, nothing to see here. Nothing to notice.
It says notice key environmental factor.
Well, he failed
right there in the paper.
He failed to succeed is the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's something you'd like to notice for 2 advantage, I mean.
Something else, yeah.
You totally notice the doctor shoots himself up with an injection before going to the next inpatient.
Yeah.
I was actually going to give the doctor a blue on his next roll.
Oh, you're going to assist him?
Well, yeah, I mean, those 2 advantages, I'll throw a blue his way, sure.
Okay.
Help fix up my teammate, absolutely.
Giving him all kinds of praise for the work he did on himself.
Wow, my arm feels really great.
And what is the purples for that crit you
It's a 2 purple, slightly dazed.
Slightly
Just
dazed.
a little.
You got a headache.
A little knock to the noggin. Gave me a setback for the encounter.
As he totally just looks at you and he's like, take two heal all aspirins. You'll be fine in the morning. as he
right.
clears that crit off your table. So the big thing is it's not going to give you additional crit.
Well, exactly. Yeah. Don't want the extra stacked points. So, all right.
As he totally looks around, like, does anyone else need emergency medical attention? Perhaps a colorful Imperial Band-Aid, and he pulls out a Band-Aid that's got Imperial cogs all over it.
It's got the face of a stormtrooper.
Right. Let's see. What's inventory look like?
Little Band-Aid says, hurt something, say something.
I only have 2 stim packs left, or I have 2 stim packs, so I'm not worried about that unless somebody else wants to try to buy some from them, maybe.
I would.
I don't know if he's brought any, but
I mean, are you asking about purchasing some stim packs? He totally
yeah.
whips
Ask
out,
if he might have a couple that he might
pops
be able to.
pops another injection into himself after he finishes with you, and whips out 5 stim packs that he has for sale. And he says, and if you need a couple of these to get you by, as well as the and he whips out his little data pad and starts adding up the numbers and whips you an e-bill for the 600 credits for the med pack treatments.
Okay.
As the bill comes due and everyone gets silent.
Yeah.
And he will gladly sell you stim for 25 a pop.
Standard price.
Yes, please. Let me look and see how much money I have.
After all, the poor guy's not running a charity. He needs to keep himself in drugs.
No, yeah.
I think I should probably pick one up to replace the one that I used.
That is a good life choice.
Right? Yeah. Yes, I will buy 2, please.
Right.
He gladly hands it over and says, "Don't use it all at one time."
Any
I nod to the injection he keeps giving himself and say, "Of course I won't."
He just smiles back at that and says, "A little something to take the edge off."
Yep.
Helps steady the nerves.
Mm-hmm.
That sound that he just made, I make that sound.
There's a reason in med school his nickname was Twitch.
Right.
Not anymore.
So, got any droids needing any parts or anything that we could help you with?
No. My driver droid got me here okay. He doesn't seem to have any problems. It's not often I need droid maintenance. And as he gives you a yuck and elbows you, thinking that's supposed to be a metaphor that you're offering.
What?
Yeah. It's good you keep him out of any trouble. That's good. So, all right, and we'll get you taken care of on the doctor visit on our normal terms, which I would assume I'm able to pay over some time. Years.
If you could make sure the 600 credits hit my account before the end of the month.
Not a problem.
After all,
good Imperial citizens we are. I've always been on time.
as he snickers at that and starts packing his stuff back up.
So, questions about medicine really quick. Dave, you still have one more crit, right?
I do.
Can
Both
a
of you
different
do,
doctor
right?
Can a different doctor cure a second crit, or is it one per character per day or whatever?
Per week.
It's
right?
basically 1 per week. Yeah. You can only heal so much.
Per body.
All right.
I mean, if you have a spare body.
No, I'm not
yes, but we don't want to hijack it for parts.
All right.
Mimi's like, why wouldn't you?
Right. So he just
That's what extra
healed.
bodies are for.
So he just healed my crit, right? No hit points, right? No wounds.
Yep, he just healed your crit.
All right.
I mean, do you want him to heal some more? I mean,
I can heal you now.
True. No, we're good.
and he thanks you all for being good Imperial citizens and not to spread your DNA all over town if you have a chance.
Yeah, we'll try to be a little more careful on our adventures.
Right.
I
Keep your
appreciate you
entrails
as
clean.
always, Doc.
As he totally just like shakes his head and you hear him do the whole Caminoing. You don't see that every day.
But we do.
Bonk him over the head so he forgets it.
Right.
And Prit, you weren't needing any medical attention?
Nope. I was not. The rest got me that one last wound healed. So
He was busy running away.
He was infiltrating and exfiltrating. He's not combatant. He's an infiltrator.
yes,
Those who run away live to fight another day.
indeed.
That infiltrator is supposed to have some combat skills, but okay.
So, are you guys letting High Command know that you accomplished your mission?
Yes.
Yes.
Somebody is.
So I reached out to our contact and let them know that we were successful, and I give in all of our special code words, I give a report of our success.
And of course, you get the very dry, almost mechanical response of affirmative because they don't want to get too excited.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm only giving some information about how we were able to completely clear our books here at the droid shop. So what's to get excited about?
Exactly.
That's I mean, you'd be really weird to have a overreaction to that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the plan?
I asked for do we have before I say anything, do we have anything else on our docket that we are supposed to be handling, you guys? Or should I ask for our next mission? Should I ask for money to pay for stuff? What should we do?
Yeah, nothing on our docket that I know of or recall.
Because pretty much, yeah, your mission-wise, you were sent to either destroy or subvert or, completely capture the AI, which you guys opted for destroying, which is totally cool. It's better to not have an AI hunting down your rebel team or every other rebel in the galaxy, because that would have been bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, having an AI predict where the rebels would strike next so they can be there proactively, that could be bad.
That would not be good for us or our health.
We would not be happy.
No.
So yeah, no other mission. So it's kind of whatever they feel they got or whatever.
I mean, you do have your contact still at that hotel.
Right. And we do need to deliver said copy of AI to contact.
Did we get the copy?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize that we had that we were able to do that.
You were able to get a copy of its base code. So you couldn't get the whole AI, but you have enough that the AI could be born from it.
We need to deliver that.
You want to see what you can patch on me there before we go running anywhere?
Sure.
I think I'm still the worst off out of the crew damage-wise.
Yes.
I got 9 points down.
And you're totally like, can you get the first aid kit off the wall and do it in-house?
No. I have my own first aid kit.
Yeah.
So just a medicine roll, yes?
Yeah, I'm 9. Let me double check it.
Are you just at 2 purple or are you at 1 purple?
I have 4 greens. Can I assist?
I'm 9 wounds out of 17.
So rounding down, you're at less than half.
Just right at it. Yeah, I think sounds right.
So that's 2 purple, right?
Okay.
And we got Simi assisting with the fascination of organics for an extra blue. Holy crap!
I am.
Nice.
Obviously, you took some notes from the doctor.
Did you shoot up before you did it?
Exactly. He said, I need to calm my nerves.
Super calm.
Center yourself. All right, then. Yeah. I'm all set.
As you just needed an emergency comedian in medicine.
Okay, so the notes that I have is we go to the hotel that Dax is staying at. Simi searches and we get to him.
Hold on, please hold. Please hold. Dave?
Yo.
I healed your other critical injury.
Oh. Good use of it.
By accident. Yeah, there you go.
Well, it says it right there. Heal additional wounds while attempting to heal critical injury, or vice versa. So since I healed your wounds, vice versa.
For the triumph, that would totally work.
Yeah. I was trying to think of what to use the triumph for, and I was like, let's see what it has to say. I was like, oh hell yeah!
There's a beautiful hint right there.
Right. So that can overdo the rule that you can only do 1 because it's the triumph. Nice. Okay.
The big damn triumph rule.
Cool.
Yep. So that's so 4 points healed then. Boom. All right. Or is there any extra you add to that?
I've got nothing that adds extra.
Okay,
he's
you don't
not
have
that
no
kind of doctor.
Yeah, just doesn't hurt to ask. All right. I'm all set.
And I'm going to give why not, since I'm working on him, we'll give Melnock a blue on whatever his next roll is. Just to use some of those advantage.
Feeling all refreshed.
You hopped him up on the good stuff.
Right?
It's when you feel really good and you're just like, I got this. So what is your guys' plan? You've got the contact in the hotel. You've got the droid AI basic framework.
The contact at the hotel is Dax, right?
Yep.
And we're supposed to give him this information on the AI.
Yep.
Well, he was the one that gave you guys the information. He's basically hiding out, waiting for you to tell him what to do next.
So I think if I remember correctly, the instructions were to destroy the AI and acquire a copy if possible. Now that we have a copy, we need to hand it off so that it can make its way back to High Command.
Mm-hmm. How do you want to get it to Rebel High Command? I mean, you can always ask for them to have someone come to pick it up. You could always use the HoloNet if you would like to risk using electronic transfer. No one uses that stuff in Star Wars. Everything is handed off personally.
We should let our customer know that they have received the special droid part is in. Ooh. And they can come and pick it up.
Hey, good way to put it.
The personality chip you requested for your droid has arrived.
Personality chip.
So, of course, the question is, whose contact? Because remember, you each have another rebel cell that you have a friend with. Who's going to be sending it in what direction to get up to Rebel High Command?
I have a direct contact with Rebel High Command. I suppose I could reach out to her and say, how would you like to receive this?
That would be a
There we
really
go.
good direction of sending it rather than a very roundabout way. Especially since it
Right?
is a rather hot potato item.
Uh-huh.
As
Well, it's not.
you make the call in front of everybody, or do you wait till you're in private to make that call?
I do it in private.
Okay, you basically excuse yourself to recover from your medicinal treatments, and you make contact with your contact. It takes a few moments for you to get routed to speak with her, as she is very excited that you were able to secure the framework of the artificial intelligence, because Rebel in military intelligence would love to have access to this. And she would like you to hold on to it personally, just for security reasons. And in 12 hours at the Gamma Veda spaceport, she will have an automated delivery messenger drone show up there. And once she knows where it will be docked, she will send you the location. And basically, it's a courier ship that it's run by a droid, and will pop into a planet, land, pick up things, and pop back out. You totally,
Okay.
you're totally aware of this tech. This is a common thing for dead drops.
And the place that we're going, you said it was the Gamma Data?
Uh-huh.
Veda. Data with a D?
Veda with the V.
That's what
Okay, thank you.
Basically, it's one of the local spaceports where people come and go. Very
Awesome.
public, very average security, couple stormtroopers hanging out there, a couple Imperials in charge of being important, but like no
Nothing
crazy airport security.
Nothing nefarious happens there ever?
Nothing ever nefarious happens there. It's usually companies have cargo that come and go most often.
They wanted to name it after Vader, but this is the Brooklyn area of the Imperial Academy, and so it came out as Gamma Veda.
Veda. Or it was the Bostoners.
Right? Boston. Don't make me start
Veda.
talking like I'm from Boston. I can do that if you want,
We're gonna pack
Okay.
that to Harvard Yard. We're gonna go to the party down at the quad.
You guys don't even know.
Okay, so
I work, half of my team sounds like that. Like, that is what I listen to all day long. It's amazing.
It's wicked important that I actually get that data. They want me to hold on to it specifically. And it's wicked important that in 12 hours we meet with them at the Gamma Veda spaceport. And I don't need to tell you how wicked critical it is that we're there on time.
I used to talk like that all the time because I moved here from Middleton, Mass, which is right outside Boston.
Well,
Kids
yeah,
used
I
to
mean,
teach me something terrible.
Rhode Island is a suburb of Massachusetts, so.
Apparently the Camino had listened to some weird audio tapes and picked up some weird head injury. talking weird.
I don't know what happened, but I'm really worried. Is there a specialist we can have him talk to?
I'm sure
Where's
there's
Karen?
a therapy droid.
Right?
We're going to have to
does
bring
that
Karen
make you
in for a
feel?
one-off session.
No.
And honestly, oddly enough, she mentions nothing of your contact, by the way.
Well, that's the way these things go.
Might have been removed already.
I mean, the contact got you guys what you needed to know. I mean,
Yep.
Yeah.
You know how those spies go when it comes to a contact. You get what you can and you leave them hanging in the wind, right?
Yep.
Or ship them away. Or tell them to hang loose.
I'm sure he will receive orders that his involvement is no longer needed, and they will assign him to his next duty.
I have faith.
Duty.
Exactly, duty.
Right.
I was
Okay.
gonna say, tactician, do me a favor. Since you are speaking with your boss right now, and you are a tactician and stuff, give me a warfare roll.
Okay. All ready for me?
Yep. Let me have you get all tactical and stuff.
Weird. Did we click at the same time? No. Oh, okay. So it was 4 and it went down to... Okay. All right. Good.
Let me
ready?
go ahead and give you your upgrade. Go for it. I got it in there for you. You have a feeling with the absenteeism of her not mentioning the guy at all that Rebel High Command might just be letting this guy stick out in the wind and get picked up by the Imperials. I mean, or she's trusting you to decide what to do. Whether he's an asset to be, protected, saved somewhere, or whatnot, versus showing up to the ISB and hopefully not snitching your group out.
This is Dax?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So it does kind of come down to what do you think you should do with Dax?
And I did say I was doing this all by my lonesome self.
You did say that.
Okay, so after disconnecting the call, I gather the team in the back room.
Okay. One of the little pit droids is doing some work, absentmindedly, not even noticing your conversation.
So first order of business, see me. Command has requested that I hold on to the AI directly. If you'd be so kind as to hand it over.
I hand it over, but I'm making a copy of it for myself.
Are you doing this in front of Tozen?
No, I had already done it actually.
Oh, well, you
Okay.
don't have to say it if you did it in secret.
Oh, yeah, okay. You don't know.
Oh, here she gives you the only copy.
Here's the only copy.
Because she's a good droid who doesn't think for herself.
Good, dutiful droid.
Yeah.
I'm like, here, Kelly gave away the secret that she copied it when the smoke cloud was going crazy and she had the chance to.
What secret? I heard nothing.
So we have 12 hours before we need to meet the dropship at the Gamma Veda spaceport. I will be contacted with further information as to what dropship to look for. In the meantime, it is possible that Dax may be exposed. We should give him a warning. I will warn.
Hold 2 fingers up to my head and say, warning?
I will say that this action is not sanctioned by Rebel Command.
Long
But
silent.
wasn't
Okay.
forbidden either, right?
What's that?
Wasn't forbidden either, right? So
It was not forbidden either. It was basically left up to me.
well, when are we going?
I think we should leave as soon as possible. And
We only have 12 hours, so.
right.
Yeah, just a stroll. Cross town.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's make it happen. Let's be about it, folks. To quote Honor Harrington.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are heading back to the hotel.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so as you get back to the hotel, you see things are kind of busy. It's like the grandest of all hotels on the planet.
Mhm.
But you get there, and is anybody checking the place out as you walk in, or are you all just walking in together as a group? How are you guys coming in?
We're doing it much like we did last time in
Yep.
smaller groups, and we are checking it out for a little bit before proceeding and sending in group number one. And yeah, that's how we're
Okay.
doing things.
So who's the first person coming on in?
Probably want to
last.
send. I'm thinking Lachelle or one of the shape changers first.
I was gonna say I've
have more
got
than
a
one?
3.
Yes,
I
Yeah,
got,
both.
yeah. Surprise.
The cat's out of
Um,
the bag.
I got, yeah, it wasn't just me changing around all the time. No. I have 3 green perception, so I don't know what else anybody has. So, and then
2.
1 yellow vigilance. So,
Yeah, remember that?
I've got 1 yellow and 3 green perception.
okay, there you go. So you might want to go in first and scope it out as Joe Blow, some other random human.
Pick some new face from the crowd.
Yeah.
So the question is, would you prefer to go in stealthy, or would you prefer to have Lachelle with you to talk you out of any bad situations?
Because my deception is on point.
I just like the way he said, "Talk you out of any bad decisions." It works both
No,
ways.
I said bad situations.
You can take her in as your arm candy.
My deception is also Golda. What's your deception?
It is a career skill. I've got 2 yellow, 1 green, and I have +1A, -1 black die.
Okay, it's better than mine. I've got 1 yellow and 3 green. It's also a career skill. So
As you guys are regularly practicing lying to each other.
yeah.
I mean, yes.
I think having two slick talkers is probably good.
Right. So
I agree.
you two will be the first team in.
So you
Okay.
guys, come on in. Just come in as a nice cover of the two of you guys. And you kind of look around. It's not your first time being at this rodeo, and you do have your pass key for going up to your room if you want. But as you check the place out, somebody give me between you two a vigilance or a perception. Or
Your
you guys
perception.
can each do one, or you can assist one person. It's up to you guys.
You said that your perception was really good, wasn't it?
It's 1
Okay.
yellow, 3 green.
Yeah, that's way better than me. And the other one was vigilance. I'm 1 yellow and 2 green in vigilance.
I am 1 green in vigilance. So
all right. So do you want to do the perception and I'll do the vigilance?
sure, why not?
Wait. Why don't you assist him on the perception to improve his perception check?
So then if we're not going to do a vigilance?
Correct.
Well, it's one or the other, or you could
it's
both
an
do
or.
one. But
Great.
why
Yeah,
multiple
why break it up?
rolls?
I'll support you in perception.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll add a blue for you.
It's like one less roll to go bad.
Right?
Oh, look at that. Somebody did an upgrade before I could.
I did an upgrade just because to stop you from doing an upgrade.
Which is a perfectly good reason.
A wise choice.
Look how quickly those light side points disappear.
Well, there
Didn't
was
have that
only
many
one,
to
my
begin
friend.
with.
We only had the one.
Is my dice pool ready?
It is ready.
Okay. Here goes nothing.
Wow,
Yay.
what is this?
Wow.
So
It's because it's not terribly important. That's what this is.
you totally recall that there's a bit of a heightened Imperial presence here. I mean, it seems to you that it is still heightened, but
But
nothing
now they're
like
looking for Ugnaughts.
really calls out to you other than, remember they did shoot the dude earlier and they were looking for him with an APB. So there seems to be a higher than average security personnel there. But now you have a ridiculous amount of 6 advantages and a triumph to spend.
All right.
What would
I'm
you
not
like?
sure what, outside of combat, I'm not sure what to do with this many advantages on a perception roll. Also, what to do with the triumph.
Right.
Unrelated questions.
3 really cool
trouble.
things that are a little generic and not specific. Totally
I didn't get that. I heard David and James talking at the same time, so I didn't understand.
Go ahead, David.
Well, I was just saying you could ask unrelated questions to potential threats, but
yeah, like I was saying, think like in Casablanca. There's a bunch of shit to see, but it's not specifically what you were looking for. But it's interesting things, and I can give you 3 really good things.
I will take your 3 really good things, please.
Look at you. So
for 100.
immediately in the hotel with the comings and goings, one of the things is you totally notice there's a ISB agent sitting there doing the whole classic Nazi SS officer thing of sitting there reading a actual plastic sheet paper while watching and doing all these things that have nothing to do with reading the paper. So you know for beyond a shadow of a doubt that there's an ISB agent down there taking in the sights, seeing what needs to be seen. You totally know that there is a rebel sympathizer that you have associated with a different face on, of course, that works in the hotel. That's totally the Triumph one. So that's totally something that, I will not screw you over on, by the way.
Okay.
There's a rebel sympathizer employee in the hotel. And the other one is there is a group of, as the security door opens as people come in and go out, you totally see there's a Imperial agent and a pair of stormtroopers, which is really odd to see, stormtroopers at a hotel. Obviously in the security room talking with security about something.
Okay, we see a who and then 2 stormtroopers?
An Imperial agent and a pair of stormtroopers talking with the security team in the security team's room.
And as I'm noticing these things, I'm letting Lachelle, know what I'm seeing. So it's not just not me.
And it's totally you guys doing this like pirouette, taking the whole place in, and you're whispering to each other as you're spotting things.
Yeah.
Right. What is your guy's print? You said you're a shape changer. What do you look like right now?
Well, it's
because you look like a
human. I look like Jim from accounting.
Right, because your avatar right now is a Chewbacca.
I keep on trying to change that. It'll change for a little bit and then go back to Chewbacca. It's like.
So probably what you've done is if you go to in your chat where it has type as, if you click the drop down and pick yourself, it will totally change to your picture.
Oh, I see. That's doing something weird.
There we go.
No, I mean it says as Prit, but there's also a second one for as Prit Slanham parentheses Jeff. So I don't know where that last one came from.
It's magical.
It's magical.
So nefarious.
So I am walking with you and holding, like I'm like holding onto your arm or holding onto your hand, and cuddled up against you, like we are a couple walking together.
Mhm.
And I'm super excited that you are taking me to this really freaking fancy hotel. And so that's how I'm helping cover you in this situation. Like, that was my way of helping you get cover so you can do your in-depth search.
Okay, and the question is, are you guys going to hang out at the lobby and leapfrog with the group, or are you heading straight up to the room?
I think we need to as I understood it, we're going in first to check it out.
Yep, and I passed the information that we received on to our friends.
Ooh, okay, so as you pass that information on, do me a favor and give me a deception check. As you subtly try to pass the information on without anyone noticing.
All right. I have -1 black die, and I have +1A. I'm not sure what that means.
That's one advantage. It should be
Okay.
in your deception already.
Okay.
And if
So is my pool straight?
your pool is totally ready. As you expertisely put your finger to your earbud and brush your hair back and are actually activating your comm and sending out the message, giving everybody the skinny outside.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, let's head off. We can head up to the room.
So
Yeah,
you
because we
guys-
don't want to bulk up in this room, and then, like, what's the point of coming in separately if we then all get together and go up together here?
Mhm. And there's dozens of lifts. I mean, so you guys go up there, and are you heading to his room, or are you heading to your guys' adjacent room that you guys had?
We're going to the adjacent room.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys head on up there, and at the exact same moment, the next one of your teammates, or duet maybe, come walking in. Who's that going to be?
I think me and Simi can go next, yeah? Or unless Melnock wants to go next.
Either on. I'm easy.
Like Sunday morning?
God damn it, get out of my head. That's literally the first thing that shot through my head.
I mean, I'm easy. I'm just not cheap. So.
So you and Simi are heading on in. And you totally basically see everything that they called out to you. As you're like, interesting. What are you and Simi doing? Are you just going to head straight to the lift and go up?
Yep.
Okay, you guys blend in with the crowd. A little family of 14 gets in the lift with you guys.
A little family.
Just slightly behind Tozen,
As a good droid should.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get punched.
I was biting my tongue.
Hey, it's all an act. I'm playing my part.
Okay, and then Tozen's coming in last.
No.
Oh.
That was Tozen. Melnock's coming in last.
Sorry. Anything special that you're doing, Melnock?
Yeah, just indescript human. I'm Joe.
Joe, the indescript human, gets on the lift with some staff. You zip on up, and you all regroup at the adjacent room next door. You hear some really loud music coming from the door between rooms.
No activity on that floor? That seemed odd?
Nothing seems out of ordinary for a hotel.
Okay.
So no stormtroopers walking the corridors?
Nope.
Beautiful.
Or extra cleaning lady carts?
Well, if you're going to look that closely...
Would you like to lead?
Go ahead and give me a vigilance check then.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
See,
Ready?
I didn't know if you were looking that closely.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a standard number of carts that should be on the floor, but
As there's all these, Rosie the robot maids cleaning each room.
Yeah. Ready?
Yep.
Aye.
Right, it
they're-
must be important because he marked out he's giving us a point.
Or I was just keeping you on the board, but since 3 threat happened to happen, just as you turn the corner to get to the door, you immediately bump into someone coming around the corner abruptly as he looks at you and says, "Excuse you." And as soon as you look at the gentleman, he's wearing Imperial, government garb. And all of a sudden, 2 adjacent associates of his that were walking behind kind of give a little berth to you, and they step past him and you, and then they wait for him to react. And he says, "You should at least know to move to your betters." And then he totally turns up his nose and says, "Let's continue searching." And they head off towards the lift you just got off of.
Okay.
I mean,
And I just kind of back against the wall and, giving him a wide berth and keeping my eyes averted as a good, dutiful citizen. And then once they're on the elevator, slip into the room.
Let us know there's a dude out here who's a bit of a jackass.
I was going to say, give me a quick deception check. Good citizen.
Let's see. Deception. Ready?
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
As you totally act like a good citizen and turn to... Just as you're about to walk away, you hear him. "Excuse me. You, sir, I have a question for you before you leave."
Sir, yes, sir.
What is Vader's birthday?
I am very sorry to have interrupted your important business.
As, of course, the camera catches his eye roll as the guy says, "You, sir, talk to me still." He says, "Have you seen this man?" And he whips out a little sheet that has, your contact, his face with the little Imperial wanted line, tagline going on the plastic sheet across the bottom of it.
I don't know. I see so many people all day long. I just, mind my own business. It doesn't look like a face I've ever seen.
As you say that, he turns the plastic sheet to himself and he hits some buttons on it. And he says, "He may be in the company of these beings." And he flips the paper around and there's a picture of a Kaminoan in a very fuzzy camera photo. You're not quite sure where the picture was taken until you blink and realize it was taken in the sewer. Those were those cameras you guys totally knew were not there.
Mm-hmm. Good thing coming in as Joe.
And he kind of flicks the finger across it, and you can't really make out anyone other than the Kaminoan's tall neck and grayish features kind of stick out.
I'm kind of like, what is that? That's a strange bunch.
Clearly, your cameras were malfunctioning.
What species is that?
Should I be worried if I run into them?
They are known criminals, and they are wanted because they are enemies of the Empire, and all enemies of the Empire are enemies of you as well. And of course, he brings the finger up and points to remind you, as a good citizen, it is your duty to see something and say something.
Drink to forget.
Definitely. Such nefarious people among us.
Ooh, you're getting hammy. I like it. Give me a deception as you're getting so hammy.
Jesus Christ, just shut up. Just
Well,
going
the
half
problem is,
away.
I have your
problem is
upgrade
trying to-
there.
the problem is it's trying to be demure when you're kind of not that kind of person.
He's playing in character, out of character wise.
It's like, yeah, he's trying, but he carries himself, pretty confidently because he
and I
knows he
will
can handle himself.
totally give you a blue from that previous deception check for the advantage.
Okay, well, I flipped a.
Yep, I got that in there for you.
Okay. All right. Ready?
Yep.
Hey.
As you play off
Barely
the
pulled it off.
conversation, and he's like, "Continue on your way, good citizen," and you totally hear him tell one of his little flunkies as he's walking away to have one of them stay at the stairwell now that we've secured this floor, which would totally make you sweat a little bead of sweat as you're walking away.
Yeah.
And you go to your door and look both ways before you put in the access code to enter.
All right.
I mean, on the plus side, you now know there's Imperials here looking for somebody, and there's a guy at the elevator.
There's a
And
nefarious group of aliens.
they've got a
Or
picture of
an
some
alien.
weird alien.
We're gonna have to do a crash course on shifting.
That's okay. When we walk out, I'll duck my head down. It'll make my neck look completely different.
Have him hunch over a little bit, put a towel
Right.
on him, and wrap a belt around his head.
Ooh, I know. Put a mask on my neck where my head would be, and then put a tall, turban-like thing on top of my head with little eye holes that I can see through.
Little fancy gems that just happen to be fancy eye lenses.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna have
No
to
one
work
will
on that.
ever know.
All right, I give them the lowdown. It's like, they have finished securing this floor. They're looking for our friend, and they have a very blurry picture of us.
All of us?
And you, my friend, are quite prominent in that picture, though still blurry.
Was it a picture of all of us? I thought it was just a picture of Chosen.
Nope, it was the whole bunch.
There
No,
was
whole bunch.
blurry,
It's
vague
from-
pictures of the rest of you, but Tozen's the only one that kind of stands out in the picture.
And all us droids look alike, so.
Well, exactly. Yeah, you might not even have been in the picture because that's just a droid. So.
Well, and clearly Pritt wasn't in the picture because he was halfway down the hall.
Yeah, but Pritt was in a different disguise there too. So
Just,
him and I,
You are the
We're
masters
pretty good
of
to
the
go.
skies.
it's just our Camino, and we got to work on.
Mhm.
And
But
again,
we first
the
gotta
loud
see if our
music
buddy-
from next door echoes through the wall.
Yeah, like I said, we first got to make sure our buddy's okay before he gets screwed.
He gets killed. Would it be worthwhile for you two to shift into Kaminoans so that it's not uncommon, or will that then cause more issues?
I think it would cause more issues. Kaminoans are so rare that seeing 3 of them together would definitely draw lots of eyes.
It would be a conspiracy at that point.
So
Plus,
don't do that.
I don't think we can make that drastic
Big of a
shift
change.
either.
Yeah.
It's general humanoid within similar dimensions of change, not growing a neck another 10 feet.
It's only about 2 feet.
Stop
Genetically
exaggerating.
engineer yourself a giraffe neck, and everybody calls you out on it.
close enough for, compared to the species.
Have you heard the one about the Kaminoan who stuck his neck out too far?
I mean, just because his head is in a whole different atmosphere. They say you got your head in the clouds. Well, that's a Camino.
Okay, so let's not do that.
Yeah, no. Let's make sure our target's even alive.
Right, there's an awful lot of music coming from next door. Is he even there, or was the music turned up to cover the sound of his murder?
Oh.
Well, they seem to still be looking for her, so either he's still in there or he's already made his way out.
So we do the secret knock.
Those are two really good options.
You do the secret knock and you hear nothing in response, but you do have the access code.
Yeah. Of course, he could also be passed out in there from drinking and partying.
Right.
What
Is
else?
there a data? Is there a data pad in this room that Simi could hack into and perhaps check if there are any cameras in the other room?
Well, that would be against hotel policy.
Would it though? This is an Imperial hotel.
Well,
yeah, it's against the rules for us to do it, not them.
Right.
Why would they need cameras in the room when they have cameras in the hallway?
Yeah.
Because this is an Imperial hotel.
Blink,
but
blink.
then they would know he was there already, so.
Good point. So maybe we can check the hallway footage to see if anything within the last hour or so, or a couple hours, happened in his room.
That's totally a thing Simi could do. Simi?
Remember, we have agents that she's going to have to combat, possibly.
Okay, so
I have faith in our droid's abilities, even if you don't.
I don't have faith in the dice.
And I did upgrade. I did get rank 2 for my so I get, forget the name of it, but now I have -2 blacks on my
nice.
Because I just put 2 blacks in because someone's watching the internet currently.
And didn't she breach the system once before, the hotel?
Yes, she did. She's become fast friends with the hotel's AI.
So I have a blue then, hopefully?
You actually have an upgrade. So it's 2
yeah,
upgrades
well,
and 1
upgrades,
blue against 3 purple and 2 black.
Well, -2 black, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So go ahead and make your slicing roll. Yep, it took
There
the
it
2 black
goes.
out just like clockwork.
Mm-hmm.
So for your 3 advantage, I can clearly tell you that about 2 hours ago, your friend left his room and went down the hallway as you're flicking through the video, went to the lift, and clearly went up to the 147th floor, to which you changed the channel to that camera, and you see he went off to the gravity pool, which is this basic giant floating circle of water that's a pool. And
Glad
he is
he's
currently
enjoying himself.
still up there.
Oh, great. So we're dealing with Kiefer Sutherland in Dark City. He's hiding out in the pool because he knows Imperials don't like water.
He was in Dark City too.
And you do know that the Imperials were doing a door-by-door knock and open and take a look-see and walk out. They did walk through his room briefly. Just like they also walked through your room briefly, but not long enough to do anything. Just long enough to make sure there's no people hiding in the room.
Right. We
So your
weren't there,
timing
thank
was
goodness.
excellent.
I was so focused on Rufus Sewell, I didn't realize that Kiefer Sutherland was also in there. Because Rufus does take a lot of attention. I'm
He
not gonna
totally
lie.
steals the
Yes, he
show.
does.
Cool. Okay. So we are going up to the
So
147th
Golda,
floor. Like, what are we gonna do?
just a quick note, Golda, that is like in my top 5 favorite movies. So yes, I would very much remember who the cast is.
Hey, it's a great movie.
Now that I know it's one of your
fantastic.
favorites.
It is up there. Yep.
So she's able to see him up there swimming.
Yep, he is currently in real time up there swimming.
Are there
Obviously,
any
he's
lifts
low
making their
profile.
way up there?
None seem to be currently going beeline. They're going floor by floor, and you're on floor 48.
And it's a room or level 100, you said.
147. Yep, it's way up there.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm trying to. So, camera. I was trying to think slicing in some way is sending a signal.
See me? You do have 3 advantages there.
But I mean, you could try flashing the light on the camera in code, but odds of him seeing that's probably slim.
And I'm sure on the camera, are there other people there as well?
There are other people enjoying the pool, but
Yeah,
you do know for a fact he speaks binary because he's a computer sciences person.
Oh.
You could try to speak in binary.
Yeah, but other people can speak it too.
True.
What if our shapeshifters were to assume yet a different ID and just the 2 of them go up there to tell him what's going on?
2 random strangers come skulking up on you. What's going to happen?
Right. Yeah. But, you could send a code through the light and maybe, hopefully, because he might happen to catch it while we're heading up, just in case.
Especially if you keep it something private, this is See Me,
Yeah. Like I said, you use some code journal, code words basically to let them know, hey, it's a nice summer day, which means you're fucked. They're on to you.
Out of Dodge. All right, we can try it.
There's that one moment when everybody realizes we didn't bring any parachutes or zip lines. Damn it.
Right?
Parachutes.
Well, we do have a rebel sympathizer in the hotel who could probably fit him underneath a room service card.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do a computers and try and do a binary message to him through the light.
So computers, since you're already in the system, it's not a problem. Do me a favor and give me a average deception check.
Hold on.
Or skullduggery. I'll take either one of those.
Okay, so
can Lachelle
or skullduggery, you said?
Uh-huh.
Can Lachelle assist with that?
With skullduggery, most likely.
Is Simi wanting assistance, or you got this? It's against 2.
I have 1 yellow and 2 green, so I will be happy to accept assistance.
Okay.
So, do I get a blue because I'm already in the? Well, I guess that's just run through the system. So, okay, are we ready?
If she's assisting you, is she just adding a blue, or is she giving you an upgrade on dice?
Upgrade.
No, Golda. I'm talking to Golda.
Do I have to roll?
What's your dice pool?
What's your dice pool if you're assisting?
3 green.
Okay, so just a blue.
Right.
Okay, so I got the 2 blue in there for you.
Right. Yay!
Nice.
So, like,
Yay!
no problem. You totally see him. He does a double take, and all of a sudden starts looking at the blinking lights, and you totally see his face, like, get all screwed up, and he totally is recognizing there's code there. As the screen swipe happens, as our two new people are walking to the lift, you totally see the Imperial guy with his nose all wrinkled and sneery little rat face looking at the two of you come, and he totally eyeballs both of you. Totally checks you out. Do you have any weapons on you, by the way?
Yeah.
Invisible is the other thing.
Let me grab it here to see what. Oh, because I think one of them definitely has some concealment factors.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah. Let me looky. Let's see. So for me, so my stun master adds a threat to perception checks to find the stun master on an individual. And then I got the PT-24 holdout pistol. Unfortunately, I do not. It doesn't give anything, but it doesn't. But yeah, and I don't have the.
And which one of you two has the
fancy
best
holster
deception skill?
Just I was looking. And I also have indistinguishable. Deception. Which
Nothing
I think
worse
adds
than being able to change your face and be undistinguishable.
Yep. What am I looking for?
Your deception.
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 Yeah, my deception's probably not comparable to Pritt's. Mine's only 3 green. I think I was rolling. Yeah.
3 green. Okay.
What's
Pritt,
yours, Pritt? You're muted if you're talking.
Higher
I
than
can't
your
hear you.
button.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff.
Sorry, I was trying to hit it. The mute button was not responding to my clicking on it. My deception is 1 yellow, 3 green.
Yeah.
Aha. So yours is better. And is there any weapons you have on you?
Just a holdout pistol.
Okay, perfect. As you guys go walking and you hit the lift button, trying to be all nonchalant, as this guy totally up and downs you and doesn't notice anything out of sorts whatsoever. As your lift comes and he gives you a curt nod and says, "Have a good day, citizens." As he totally looks down the hallway at somebody walking by. As you guys totally get on the lift with no interference from him, you totally are heading up to the level of the swimming pool. Your lift opens up. There's a bunch of guests. There's a bunch of serving people, serving drinks to people. And you totally see your friend jumping out of the gravity bubble of floating water as he immediately walks over to a droid that's got towels and takes a towel and he starts toweling himself off. And he basically looks like he's going to walk right past you unless you say something.
Okay.
Oh, flies at midnight.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
So he's got like the
Not
towel.
Spark can't fly without umbrella.
He's got a towel wrapped around like his waist, or he has it wrapped around his shoulders, or
he is currently drying himself off and drying his hair. It looks like he's going to go take a seat near the lift.
Okay. So I will walk that direction, grabbing a towel, and kind of toss the towel over his head, be like, "Hey, my friend, your hair's still quite damp."
And he gives you
And
a double take and squints at you accusatorially and says, "Thank you."
And I glance at the camera and I go, apparently they're busy on our floor, so it's not a good place to go to right now. A lot of cleaning going on.
And he says, "Well, I did leave my room a mess." And he totally squints at you, trying to figure out if he knows you. He's totally unsure.
So what was
Right,
a conversation that we had last time that you can reference back to that would help him recognize us?
Yeah, I'm
Can you
sure
think of
there's
anything?
something. But again, I'll glance at the camera again and then back down at him, where he can obviously see I'm looking at the camera.
Yeah.
Where he got his signal from. So yes, friends had let me know that, our rooms were being cleaned right now.
To that, he totally gets excited, and he gets really close to you and totally puts the towel over his head like a hoodie, and
Yep.
puts the other towel on his shoulders, so he now looks even bigger. He's doing that whole muscle man, pulling the towel around his shoulders, and he's like, "Are you a rebel spy too?"
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what you may be talking about, but let us make our way out of here carefully.
How do I know you're not an Imperial?
No wonder they want to kill him.
Right? I'm suddenly rethinking my decision to help this guy.
Right?
Well,
He was not this foolish last time.
Right?
your adjoining roommate, Zeit, advised that you would want to go ahead and be checking out.
And he basically gives a look of, "I guess I'm not going to be able to get back to my room to get my belongings, am I?"
I don't think so, with the attention to the cleaning that they're doing right now throughout the entire establishment.
And where do you suggest I go?
I can't remember when we met and talked to him. Was he aware of our droid shop?
No.
Okay. So do we know of another potential, like, safe house or something? Let's see.
Right, like where's a place that we can send him? I don't know that I want this chucklehead in our house.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, yeah.
Right?
That's what I was.
It was good up until a few minutes ago.
We'll hook him up with the rebel sympathizer in the hotel to get him out of the hotel, and then from there he's on his own.
That
that was my main thing.
I mean,
was working him down the stairwell or something, but
the ominous 143 floors of stairwell.
Yeah, well,
You get vertigo just looking at it.
He'll have good calves at the end.
I mean, some of us are in better shape than others for that, but I don't know what Prit's physique is like, but but we can go to a different elevator because you said there's several, right?
Yeah, there's over a dozen different lifts.
Yeah, it's like a service, maybe more of a less used one that we could go down. Maybe that's maybe a little more servicey.
Simi could totally pull up the schematic.
Okay. Yep. So if you could give us a clear route for a lift down towards the back.
Simi,
That
you
would
gonna
be
turn off the
great.
cameras so they can have that convenient blip off camera to head to the service elevator?
Yep.
Okay, as you know, Simi, just as you're about to appear on frame, she flips off the cameras. So that way you guys have like this ghost 15 seconds that you can pass by as you guys get to the service lift that's used by basically staff and droids. So that means it goes a little uncomfortably fast.
That's all right.
And as you guys get in the lift, where are you wanting to go? Up or down?
Oh, up doesn't sound good. I don't have any flying vehicles, so we'll just have to go down.
Okay, we talking the ground floor or like the sub-ground floor to the trams underneath? Because there's totally a subway underneath the building.
Yeah. Can you get his eyes, see me? Either on the ground outside the service elevator or
Let me,
the tram.
can we get rid of the friggin' red?
Oh, well, Kelly, you don't need to roll. You're in the system.
Oh, okay.
Tell me what you want to do in the system.
Yeah, I want to get a whole check all the cameras.
Okay,
you know, make sure that we have a clear path.
There's, a path going on the first floor out the main doors if you want. There's also down in the sub basement, like basement 5 or 6, is the trolley. There's the people movers. Are you wanting to go which one?
I say that the people movers would probably be less conspicuous.
Possibly. See what it looks like.
You could always tell them to get on a trolley and just stay on it for hours.
Yep. My concern is just getting them out of the building at the moment.
As you pull up, you totally see that down in the basically it's a subway, that there is a presence of security there. There's, more than the usual cops that would be there. There's a little bit more security there and lots of eyeballs and a few of the Imperial probe droids, the tiny ones. The little backpack sized ones. Or should I say the little anime backpack sized ones? Are you gonna give the guys the skinny?
Of course, I know I'm gonna hide it and
hope they get picked up.
Well, you were coughing in your room, I heard, so I figured I'd check in on you.
All right.
Okay, so what is you guys' plan? There's conveniently a car coming in 2 minutes, which would time perfectly for you guys getting there if that was your plan.
You just want to get him on the way?
Yeah, get him away from this heavy presence. I mean, that's all we can do at the moment. So yeah, let's try it. I have faith in Pritt's deception and stealth and stuff.
Okay. So first thing I'm gonna need is, as you guys get off the elevator, go ahead and give me a computers check for you to make the cameras miss everything of importance.
Okay, are you gonna take out the?
Yes, I changed the dice pool.
Thank you.
Boy, you were lucky I didn't get to put that upgrade in time. You were fast. Okay, so Simi totally has the cameras playing off at just the right moments as you guys step off the lift. She just has you guys as dots on an Atari style floor plan instead of actually on camera. And give me a stealth roll, Pritt, for sneaking you, your compatriot, and the guy in towels into the subway. As you're going to time things to just sneak in the group. And you get to totally get that upgrade for that dark side point I spent. Aren't you lucky?
Just look casual, like any other person running around in a couple towels and shorts.
Simi is totally giving you a blue, by the way, because she's
All right.
giving you the perfect timing.
And therefore, here we go.
And what would you like for those advantages other than to cut through the crowd really quick as one person says, "Hey, you in the towel." It's mighty odd.
Yeah, I
If we've
think
been getting on the subway.
at this point, cutting through quick is our best bet, since there's no successes there.
Okay,
So
so
you
even,
could talk to the person if you want to try to, because you have good talking, right? You could.
I got good talking, and
If you want to try to delay them, I'll get them on the subway.
Yeah.
Stay with them.
Whoever was saying, "Hey, you with the towel," I will go with
turn
him and say,
around.
"Oh, don't worry about him. This is a new
Calling
piece." What?
calling someone out for wearing a towel in public is so 1990s.
Yeah.
Get with the
He was
times.
just a friend
It's
visiting.
performance art. If you want to tip him, that's fine. But
And
Nice.
as you do that, and you're trusting Melnock to get him on the subway, I'm going to give those 3 advantage, if you don't mind, as a free upgrade to Melnock, who needs to give me either a skullduggery, athletics, or coordination to get his ass on the train just as the doors are closing.
Well, we'll definitely go with athletics. Kind of pushing them along.
Oh, good
Oh,
timing.
damn. Glad I clicked that button when I did.
You beat
Chosen,
me
you got
to it.
Good
I don't know about that.
job.
Okay, so you have 2 upgrades. One
Damn.
from Prit's distraction and the other from your friend hitting the button there. Go ahead and make your roll.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Look at that.
As you take 1 point of strain as a little bead of sweat comes down your temple, as you shove his ass on the train and the doors go shink like a bullet train, and he just looks at you, and you look at him, and the bullet train takes off out of the dock.
Nice. I don't know why my freaking things are acting all weird.
What things?
Anyway. Oh, they're like blinking weird on the icon.
Hit refresh. Mine was doing that earlier too.
Yeah, I did, and it's still.
I'm thinking
acting.
It's Roll20 being laggy.
Yeah, it's accurate on my character sheet. So.
Okay, that's the important part. And
Yeah.
Prit, as you're having to fast talk your way out of a confrontation, give me a deception or coercion roll.
So what did that triumph get used for?
I was waiting for Elnock.
Yeah. So triumph for truly impressive results. I'll give an upgrade for Prit because of my prowess. He's like, oh shit, I feel so much better. I can pull this off now because he's gone.
Right. The guy can't see the guy in the towel anymore, so.
He's emboldened by
art, so you do it with a flourish. So it's like, yeah, see, art.
Yeah, so.
You push him on the train, you turn around, you're like, what guy in a towel?
Right? So he's all emboldened and stuff by that. So he gets an upgrade.
Okay, I've got your upgrade in there. Go ahead and give us your sob story to get away from the cops once you started talking to them. One success is all it takes. As the guy immediately looks at you and is just like, move along, citizen, and totally kind of like shoves you with the butt of his rifle to just disperse.
And I disperse.
Dispersing, sir.
Yeah.
As
well spent upgrade.
Are you two heading back to the room?
No, we're out. Why head back? We'll be like, hey, target's clear. What can we do to help you get out now?
Right. Well, do we really we should just be able to leave. We haven't done anything.
Well, except for a friend of ours.
I mean, I will totally throw it out there. Those two of you that made it down to the sub basement, you could probably catch a sky cab and meet them at the top of the building. There's parking on the roof on floor 286.
Oh,
There we go.
Sky cabs. Sure.
Sky cab.
Just remember, a general likeness is in their hands. So
Oh,
there is
okay.
the guy, and there is a guy in the
At
hallway.
lift.
Yeah, who's actively seeking us out? Yeah. Okay.
So we can definitely do the sky cab if you guys want to meet us up top.
Sounds like a plan.
Probably better than the lobby.
That does sound a lot easier. We should be able to go up easier than we can go down.
Yes.
Or you could do
Is there
crazy Mission Impossible shit and blow the window out. By the way, no, the windows do not open in this building.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's more than the one elevator on that floor, right?
Oh yeah.
Is the door that for our room, is it in eye's view of that manned elevator?
Yes, the place he's picked would let him see anyone heading to any of the lifts.
So here's a thought. Bring the elevator up, open the door, and have the lights start flashing on the control panel or something. Maybe, make some and beeping noise. And so the guy has to kind of turn around and look in while you slip down and out a different direction. Just a thought.
That doesn't sound bad. You think you can help with that, Simi?
Yeah.
Okay, so Simi's gonna basically time that.
Simi's gonna sneaky pants it for us.
Okay.
Yeah, I roll computers, but of course there's this friggin'.
Because you rolled before you asked me what you were doing.
Yeah, I'm rolling computers.
You got to give him a second to get the dice pool.
and on top of that, you don't need to roll because the AI likes you at the hotel, so it'll totally do that for you.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like so much fun.
As you time it just right, so the lift opens up and there's a weird glitchy light flashy, and the guy totally turns around to look inside the lift, and he's like inspecting it, and he totally opens his uniform and pulls his little holdout pistol out, like this is something weird and strange,
Dun, dun,
unacceptably
dun.
strange.
Dun,
As the
dun,
three of you
dun.
timed another lift to pop up just in time, someone give me you got a blue and an upgrade. Give me a stealth, coordination, or athletics for you guys to bolt into the lift while he's distracted.
I'm kind of basic at all of those. How's everybody else?
Well, my stealth is 2 yellow and a green.
You're not there.
Oh,
Yeah, you
never mind.
left us.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Sorry,
You
I thought
hit
it was
the thing
Okay.
upstairs for us.
Yeah, we're in a sky. We're getting a sky cab to meet him up top to get him
Yep.
out
Yeah.
of there.
It's Lachelle.
Makes no
Chosen
sense to bring
and
bodies
Steve.
back into the fray.
Nope. So do you want me to run it, guys?
I know Simi might have a good stealth.
I think I have an okay stealth.
What's your stealth?
1 yellow and 1 green.
That is better than my 2 green.
Okay. then
And
I will
Tozen is making sure to use his big brain to make things even more advantageous.
Yes.
Are you ready?
I am ready. You have 2 upgrades and a blue.
Nice.
As you guys sneak across, you totally see Simi doing the protocol droid sneaky shuffle. Totally
Those
sneaks
purple
out,
dice are
peeks,
just
and then
brutal.
waves everyone in. And you guys go up the sky cab that you two have hired, the little robot pilot is like, and who are we waiting for here? How many guests? Please describe your friends in detail so I may notify them.
We'll let you know when they're here. They'll be here very shortly.
And totally, when you see them pop out of the lift at the roof, you can let him know, and he'll pop a little holographic arrow that points down and says,
Yep.
"Guests of so and so, please take your ride here.
Guests of Joe.
Guests of Joe, please take your ride here." And the doors
Nice.
automatically open up, DeLorean style, and you guys zip in. And where are you taking off to?
Tactician.
So
Doesn't.
the 12 hours hasn't passed yet by any stretch, right?
Nope, it's only been like 4 or 5 hours.
So wherever we left the car before, coming here.
Okay, so the car zips off to where you parked your ride, and the camera fades to Star Wars music. Dun, 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 dun,
Garage in
dun.
the Sharping District. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And our timing is perfect to say you guys get 10 experience.
Beautiful.
Yay.
And you have a man in 2 towels, not just 1 towel, but 2 towels, so he's extra safe, riding around in the subway waiting to hear from you guys.
No. He knows
No.
from here he's on his own.
Yeah, basically told him he needs to go to ground and
We'll get you out of the building.
Rebel-
That was our
tell-
message.
Yeah, until Rebel Command reaches out.
Okay, so he will find a way to disappear, or he won't. Fate will decide.
Yeah, we've done what we can.
Yep.
Sometimes life, got to do what it's got to do.
Sometimes it be what it be.
And that's a good place to wrap it up there.
All
Look
right.
at that. Good job,
See you guys next week then.
And y'all
Not a
saw
Yay,
all of
we
it.
actually
never
got some good rolls.
Halloween.
So
Not a
I
Whatever
was
single
you did
lick
with
of.
Halloween.
We all know Kelly's
it
not
is.
doing this for Halloween.
Yeah, not a single lick of combat though. I tried hard enough to make it happen.
So that does
Right.
bring up the question of Halloween. I am assuming people have plans.
Nope.
Nope.
I do
Yes,
not
I have plans. My plans for Halloween are to play Star Wars.
Yes, mine too. Out where I live, I never get trick or treaters, so Halloween does not exist for me.
So in the last 5 years, I've gotten one trick or treater. At the time, I didn't have any candy except for like whole Ritter Sport bars, and so they got a whole Ritter Sport bar.
I was gonna say we need to go to your address and knock at your door and say trick or treat,
Yeah.
and see what cool stuff we get. Maybe a can of corn or something.
I might have some Legos that I could quickly break apart, throw in a plastic bag, and give to you.
Kelly would be happy with Legos.
I like Legos.
Yeah.
Right.
I do
So-
get kids in my hood, and I usually hang out with friends.
Alrighty then.
So Golda, let's talk Dark City for a moment.
Good night, Kelly.
Good night. Gotta
Good night.
get going.
Alright.
Bye.
I loved Dark City so much that I refused to buy the extended cut Blu-ray because I loved the grittiness of the DVD version
Original.
so much, and I considered it a perfect film. Okay, so I refused to get the higher quality version because I didn't want to fuck with the grittiness of the film. This went on
Right,
for
that was
over
an important part of it. Like that was
Right.
the ambiance was a part of the story.
this went on for over a decade until Movie Dave, and you've met Movie Dave, and he and I see like almost perfectly eye to eye when it comes to movies.
Right.
He said, no, you need to watch it. And I said, well,
Really?
I trust your judgment. And so I bought it and I watched it. And I have to say that the extended version is a more perfect movie than the perfect movie was originally.
You're kidding.
I am not. And if you have never seen the extended version, I will happily watch it with you.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh, there are the if you we're gonna have to
Been
do a
while
movie
since
night
I've seen
because
it. Yeah.
the
I've seen it. Yeah.
the scenes that they
Nice.
cut add so much to the movie. It's a shame that they were cut out of the theatrical release because of time constraints.
Huh.
Here
Yeah.
you're being a hardliner. I'm not gonna watch it.
But like,
You were
there,
missing out.
there's something about it that it's just really good.
Oh, it's an yep. It was it is an
Right?
absolutely brilliant movie, and the deleted scenes that they added into the extended cut added that much more to the movie.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't
And
seen
just
that
as a
in
side
like
note,
2 or 3 years.
yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen it.
It's been quite a while. Apparently, there's a second movie. There's a second something called
It-
Dark City.
It went straight
No,
to
there's
DVD.
What was that?
no, there was talk of a series that started in 2021, but it has not developed any further.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, because
But
when I went to go double check the cast, I saw something that was from 2023 and or 2023, 20. Yeah, Dark City action movie 2023.
interesting.
But it is like this is nothing like ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just
I don't know what this
not
bullshit
even a
is.
reboot, just happens to use the same name.
Correct. Oh, and
It's a cash
this
grab.
YouTube clip is an hour 43 minutes, so you don't even have to worry. You can watch the whole goddamn thing here. And it's like they're like cops or something. No, they're not going to shoot this kid because we don't shoot kids in movies. It's a little girl in a pink sweater. Like they're definitely not shooting this kid.
They're not
You
shooting
lied to
until
me,
they do.
Miguel. You said nobody was out here. I'm a shitty actor. Don't mind me. Yeah, we're not gonna watch any more of that.
Alrighty, guys.
Okay, so
looks like it
I
might
gotta
be
go.
on
watch the extended
Prime.
version. That sounds good.
Yeah.
And if
Yes, it is.
if you're a b-ball player, the D-backs are going to the championship
Hey, there you go.
World Series. First time in 22 years. So
Let's hope they don't
Hey.
screw it up.
go Arizona.
All right, later, guys.
All right, guys. Later.
Have a good night, all. Bye.